You've heard it your whole life. Go to school, get a job, and you'll be set for life. Sounds simple and comforting. But what if I told you that this advice is one of the biggest lies keeping people broke? Today I'm exposing why this outdated mantra does not work anymore and what you should do instead. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Learn Wealthy, and I'm your host, James Santiago. And this is episode 1 of a new Learn Wealthy series. Top lies that keep you broke. In this episode, we're tackling the infamous lie. Go to school, get a job, and you'll be set for life. Now, don't get me wrong, education is important, but the way we've been conditioned, indoctrinated to think about schools and jobs, that's where the problem lies. Lies. I didn't mean the pun. Alright, here's the hard truth. Schools were designed during the Industrial Revolution to produce employees. The system teaches you how to follow instructions, show up on time, and work hard for someone else. But you know what they don't teach you? How to build wealth. They don't teach you how to invest. They don't teach you how to optimize tax incentives, how to protect your assets, how to start a business or manage your finances, how to balance your ledger, how to create something of value like products or services that you can sell to the marketplace. They don't even teach you how to sell. They don't teach you how to scale a business so that your time is not always equals your money. You see, time is extremely limited. It's the most valuable resource we have. What creates value is scarcity. Time is the most scarce asset. And then usefulness. Time is the most useful asset. You can do pretty much anything with your time. Anything your mind can imagine. And you're trading your time for a small piece of a depreciating asset. Money. Most millionaires and billionaires didn't become wealthy by following the traditional path. Yet, why is every parent forcing their kids to this path? People live through different times. There's the agricultural age, where whoever has the most land is usually the richest. They were landlords. And then there were peasants, farmers, priests, and kings. And maybe some doctors. There's not a lot of jobs in this era. There's not a lot of things to do. And then comes the industrial age. The machines came in. That's when schools and degrees were invented. At least the modern public school that we know. You go to school, you get a degree, you learn how to operate machineries. Or better yet, you go to school and learn how to manage people who can operate the machines. At that time, you're usually set for life if you do that. But it's just not where we are anymore. If the people who had the agricultural age mindset apply their mindset in the industrial age, they will not survive. They'd be the peasants. And even worse, because there's probably no room for peasants anymore in the industrial age. Machines would be producing a lot more efficiently. What makes you think that by having the mindset of your parents and grandparents who lived in the industrial age would make you prosper and thrive in the information age? A lot of people who made generational wealth actually had the mindset of a generation ahead and changed the landscape of civilization. Not the people who are thinking backwards. Most millionaires and billionaires didn't trade their time for money. At least not forever. It's not just all inheritance either, because majority of the millionaires are new millionaires. They created themselves. They learn how to make their money work for them. Meanwhile, schools train you, indoctrinate you to work for someone else, and indoctrinate you with all their other agendas that they want to inflict upon your mind. They want you to clock in, rely on your paycheck, and rely on the government. People would say, it's not about money, I don't need to be rich. But these are the same people who will work for money until 65, 70 years old, and they don't need money. You don't see anybody say, ooh, look, that guy has a mansion. Oh, he must have a bachelor's degree. Ooh, that guy drives a Bugatti. Oh man, that guy must have a master's degree. It doesn't work like that. People mistake school for education. Here's another issue. People mistake school for education. Yes, education is part of school, but school is not all about education. Because so many people confuse the two, they think education ends when school ends. But the truth is, your real education, the kind that teaches you how to navigate life, manage money, and succeed, begins after school. And a lot of people have their mind set that they're done learning. In school, you learn theory. In real life, you learn practice. And most employees go to work to earn instead of going to work to learn. And then when they get home, they just sit back and watch Netflix. And they never get to work on themselves. and have themselves grow into something else more than their job. Real life is the best education that you'll ever get, and that education is ongoing. Education doesn't stop. It evolves just like you do. The true meaning of success. Here's another part of the lie. The idea that the goal is to get a good job, and that's the ultimate goal, and you're set for life. But let's think about this for a second. Is a good job what you're really after? Is it money? No, it's not even money. It's not neither a good job or money. Now, what you're really after is financial security, freedom, a fulfilling life, some people material things, which is fine. Most people don't actually want a career or a job. Some do, and a big chunk of some that think they want, they're indoctrinated to think they want a career or job. But really, people want more time, better health, and the freedom to do what they want. So why are we chasing jobs and careers? Why do we ask children since they're little that, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? And the answer is supposedly always a job. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a nurse. Why are we making their identity about a job? The truth is no job will give you true financial freedom because it requires you to trade your most valuable asset for money. Money is a depreciating asset. You know what gives value to an asset? Scarcity and usefulness. Time is infinitely useful. You can do whatever you want with your time. Depends on your imagination. And time is the most scarce asset. Imagine you're trading this for money. Time is money, that's another lie, which will be another episode in this series. Have you ever heard of a super successful person who followed this formula? Go to school, get a job? Anybody? Elon Musk? Bezos? Michael Jordan? You can't name anybody. At some point, these people have to get out of a job and grow themselves and work for themselves in order to really live a successful or fulfilling life. So what you should do instead. So if go to school and get a job is a broken formula, what's the alternative? Here's what you need to focus on instead. Learn financial literacy. Schools won't teach you this. It's against the purpose to keep you trapped. So you gotta teach yourself that. Understanding how money works, how to invest, how to create multiple streams of income, how to produce a service or a product, and how to sell that, and then how to scale that business. You're just not gonna learn it in school. Back in the days, people would find mentors. If your parent had a different approach through life, you're lucky. Then they won't indoctrinate you to a broken formula. But this is your life. You can't find any excuses. And right now, it's easier to get all these informations that the rich people use. There's YouTube, there's books. It's not difficult to find this information anymore. It's not difficult to find a mentor anymore. Invest in assets. Stop thinking about how to earn more money and start thinking about how to make your money work for you. There's only so much you can do because there's so much limited time you have. You can't just attach your time and money because they're not equal. Invest in real estate, stocks, or create a business that will generate passive income, that will generate more income than you ever thought you can make. Build skills, not just degrees. College can be valuable, but it's not the only path. It's actually one of the worst paths because you'll learn drinking, drugs, and alcohol usually, and you'll get an insane amount of student loan. Focus on learning high income skills, things like coding, sales, or digital marketing. Learn how to build a brand that can make you money without the traditional 9-to-5 and without you trading your time for money. Think like an entrepreneur. You don't have to start the next Amazon, but you can think like a business owner, whether it's a side hustle or a full-blown business. Find ways to create value for others that don't depend on you clocking every day. Learn how to make money while you're sleeping. The more amount of people you can help, the more amount of people you can give value to, the more you get paid. So here's the takeaway. The advice to go to school, get a job, it isn't necessarily wrong, but it isn't complete either. Yes, society needs doctors, engineers. But what about all these useless garbage school teaches? I mean, how can you take so much time, like nearly 5 days a week, from the time you're like 6 or 7 years old to the time you're 20 years old? Isn't a person supposed to be able to like master something already in a span of 3-4 years? I don't know, something useful. So if you want true financial freedom, you have to step outside of the system. Learn financial literacy, learn wealth building, which are two different things, and start building your wealth on your terms. To never have to trade time. People underestimate the value of time. People have their priorities wrong. People don't understand exactly what to value. So what do you think? Did you grow up hearing this lie? Let me know in the comments below. If you disagree, I want to hear it too. And don't miss the next episode. Lie number 2. Time is money. on this series, Top Lies That Keep You Broke. Thanks for watching Learn Wealthy. For more finance, investing, real estate, and macroeconomics, let's all learn wealthy together. I'll see you in the next video.